Minutes to 10 o'clock. FM. Majority na nakomia ewa ha anope. Onunkwa ni bodyguards. Your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minim ni odeji. Yebekoma shebe jema nchebia. In the meantime, bring your A game wherever you go with the all-new Samsung Galaxy A06 or is it A06. Crystal clear display, amazing camera, battery life for 2 days. You and Samsung Galaxy A06, that's a perfect 18. So check out a Samsung shop nationwide and grab the Samsung Galaxy A06. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Drama in Parliament. Akoli.
Hello.
It is ho.
Beba cho boko e haye boko.
Na sa osi soja for no ba batomoko.
Beba cho say.
Oka no pani say soja for na ba batomoko.
Ayi omoko.
Okay.
Ni die ni ha. Ba soja for na omo fa no fa no. They must say because omo shemu dome na wo conference center no. Tuesday dia ba soja for no eba ha. Ebe hwe ha no mo senia etie pe udi mfa bi boni bi mbete be bia ntino dia yehu anopa no routine exercise every Tuesday bia sa na ma tete omoba ebe ye sa iduma.
Great. So far it is ho.
So far speaker maye na oba speaker Otnasia Ninsa Nifani Ninsa being command in Senifano, right side no majority, left side minority no. Brazil Japua Hano, both Brazil Japua, Omugina NPP being Brazil Japua Omugina NDP being Omugina Yafra, Ewo majority side no, Omugina Ewo Honomo, Ebisia Kunyandibisu, Ebin Switchin in a Honomo. Omo who 18 komo na mo nyina e wo one side e majority side no
enti minority side obi ante ho and obi engina ho no inside na me no mo kase enti omo nyina ba majority side ho
majority side
na enti majority leader konwa no hwa na ete
Anopano na honorable Dr. Tuforsen na Otiho. Honorable Frank Anodompre also ewo eho mehunu. I wonyina ewo majority side no. Ebi gina ho ebi te ho no.
Enti efie ho no emu achemie no left side of speaker no obi ante ho.
Left hand of speaker no obi ante we empty. Right hand of speaker no you occupy. The speaker occupy. Not all in way. But good one
ene ebi gina
into your friend into woman nyina ho ho no.
Ene ebi gina ho.
Ebi nsu gina ho ba omu gina baby a eye majority side no.
Ene omu di omo ho nkomo. Enti gidi bia mai Enti majority ni minority ni na ejina ho e bititi ho mudi nkomo fefe se nuanom. Ana ye ti ha na e center question wa.
Ayo eno na ye ana ha wan no ha.
Na say speaker usually speaker
the communication the be my house no obi a feed and oba so no be tenasia say the one na ko gu one side no me hu asem obeka because tenasia nensa right no kwa na ye occupy and nensa left empty so tenasia me anxious to hear about say the best remark obey.
Now, speaker usually oba be 10 o'clock, me boy.
10 no dear, a bopa ho ansana waba. 10 no bopa ho. If you want to check, it's a pre-sitting meeting now on the leadership na year. Say a cha affect time of the remuno. As usually no 10 no bopa ho fra.
I see. Enti omotiti hon police phobia ni chamber ho.
Ai omo we so chamber ha. Na omo wo the bia ye betimi aka na say baby asentwefo ni fire service for ni parliament staff na owo so omo chamber ni mu no. Baby aye wo no e ho na police for no so e wo.
I see. Na
premises no e wa abonten.
Na marshals e parliament no mo so omo yi.
Omo aha. Omo so aha.
And
marshal is my for no we mu omo no mo screen o na we mu. But
atmosphere no nye tense and nye gidi bia.
The atmosphere no nye tense so cry.
Yo Montoaso. Yes, yet ya nyina yes your majority side e studio ha. Enti bibie ne ebesamba. Why?
Me patrol you man.
Me da say.
You.
Yenya Emmanuel Akoli, parliamentary correspondent in Amotene in Kano, 19 minutes to the top of the hour, 19 minutes to 10 o'clock, Peace 104.3. Senam Likanka, Nana Kumia, Ononkwa, a majority, Neho bodyguards, Bibri. But Nukreni said, Intia Nana Kumia Tiha, and Memapa, Ejdan in China said, they've come a long way, all the way from the streets and nooks and crannies of Takrade as homos, all the way to becoming seniors and men of timber and caliber, men of substance. Nana Kumia
Kwame Sefa. As you share,
Nana Senka, when me fine, Unia Kuma and Kausha me fine.
Yeah.
And so, as an answer, no. O supply no surprise ni na you.
So what him lentia.
And so we campaign.
Yeah.
Uti blue bus.
What na ekos wo origin ho.
Emu de Volta na East.
Volta.
Matisa mako nanti ho.
Be the best send you sisi ya.
Ade weni aji ho.
Ehu papa.
Ade yaya mu dey.
O de be send wa na wa kan wasem.
Sir.
Aye.
Republic.
For wedding in ya mouse sisi ya.
Republic of Volta region.
Bando ho hoi North die ton. Hey. What that to me say adansi DNA me the send you sisi.
Ba ya na say agroni for more.
Yeah.
Enti ebia we nyina.
And maybe a call on the born edi echi.
Sir. Na and then normally they can work play mama na say
Kwame agree e ba ofie to them
ana ye mama Bobby Tadi
o check your phone to go say ba
eh sir
na fi wa kan ase
Nana Kumia from the Blue Bus na hey Nana Kumia me say we me bra penny but we me bra penny super there's a me 9 years now we GSTS
we GSTS 81
81 made 11 I do a form 579
11 so na chese won so
oh na me abofra
so I have a form 1
me form 1 September in fact October 82 me card dates the pa Friday 8th October 1982
na one ba GSTS
Debi mo ho den dodo
oh yeah nka ma hwe ni so
mo ho den dodo and amono na mo ye a lot of technical subjects near there me so mass near there me nya there
okay but you better
the only thing I know me pay about GSTS and I'm taku soldier in the sense I'm cadet near strong
still crowd alcohol near the chair because they're soldier for any students.
Interestingly, 1972-3, Soldier for Sharai Omadrin said they were going to get a cadet course straight from GSTS into the Ghana Armed Forces. 70 to 72, right?
Yeah.
Only him say Omo pass out in retired. The least rank was a brigadier general.
Yeah.
Into Brigadier General Dan Frimpong, Brigadier General Ochre, quite a number of them. Into Ohana name there about GSTS.
Obank when you better.
Me buy there
military sixth form.
Yes, I'm gonna start military sixth form. Aye.
And two bank alpha who street.
Into that time na General S no supervisors are there. Aye. It Ohana mami pay GSTS as say.
Me can maybe a schools maybe back cadet say meeting be.
Okay.
Achimota decide schools they be Omo parade no year.
In fact, in military palace we call it parade.
And almost say JSS for no year parade. Other schools say na makofa soldier for ba the parade. Omo your students somewhere.
Omo your students omo in heading.
Na me was special branch.
Ntia. Nana still a chiro. Oh yeah. Atita ihunhurani
special branch. Yeah, no training na yempe. By a parading. Until you diomechi.
Okay.
Yes, a mufti. Any diomechi.
Now
you parade. But start training the name.
But Satan now your marshals dada.
The marshal I'm starting university.
Oh really?
For 5 years.
I thought you started from GSTS.
David.
Nana Kumia GSTS 7981. Steve Tewayo 83. Pajwani Steve. Okay, Steve Tewayo 83. Tewayo the NHS or Krobolai Anambra. Onge Samia. I hope na minim entwaso. Emmanuel Labik 96. I'll take a wild guess. Labik from Northern Ghana. For Emmanuel Labik, Bumkungu Yoyo 96 GSTS. And is it Aaron I see? Yeah. Aaron Kweku Piasa. Is it Odoy or Odoy? Odoy. Na Piasa ni Odoy there. I can't name crime. That was an interesting mix. 96. Daniel Kwejote 93. Bambino.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You didn't wear fatal. You look like somebody full of life. Yeah. You look like somebody full of life. Christopher, is it Toxla or Tohla? Tohla. Tohla.
Yes, please.
I've kenna jo. Soga Kofa. Yama the Soga school. Avai the GSTS.
Yes, but by GSTS.
So Christopher Tohla is 95. Cyrus Obing on any baby last one.
The last baby of the house.
2014.
2014. On any smart man.
That's it. 2014. Quite a meet me out. Anyway, Nana, when on your mobile, meaning some more a dear from your Giants. Nana, my money will hand up pay.
You call me a dancing.
Medasi.
Sales were GR112. School need 115.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wow.
1909 me boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Money Kwame Nkrumah.
And 115 TAS speech and prize giving.
115.
Yeah.
Wow.
And ma watching. Na ya done program no so. Done it. Now what we say will be Dimechiko because I'm a keynote speaker.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
But your date?
2nd November.
28th October to 2nd November, 3rd November.
But the Ben and Nakumi Abekasam.
Oh, Abekasa 2nd.
2nd November. I see. Nana, Obisi Mimbisa say Uni will be a friend Oloji. Yeah, your friend Kwesi Kobold. Or say ask Nana Kumia if he knows Oloji.
I know Kwesi Kobold.
You know Kwesi Kobold. Kwesi Kobold is asking if you know Oloji.
No, I know Kwesi.
So Kwesi Kobold, you know.
Yeah.
Do you know Oloji?
Oh, okay. Minimum.
Unimology, so. Okay. Iti Kwesi Kobold, Nana Kumia says yes, he knows Oloji. Now William says, Opoma says, greet my soldiers for me. Opoma, I don't know, say you get army. But Bambino, so tell me, at the end AC.
Brakwami Edasi, Echecha with tearful.
Ye tearful you so, but Obiso say I'm a proud GSTS product. I was part of the Cadet Corps 92. I am now the Regimental Sergeant Major at Base Ordnance Depot BOD. A.K. Achiboro Vanderpoy. Yeah. Daniel Tay is my mate. Wow. Nice. Interesting.
Nice one. It's in Yamiadum to say the Honorable Kayano. You did 115 years.
Yeah.
Now, Yamiadum, your plan is to celebrate some milestone way from the 28th October to the 3rd November. Inti not just next week Monday no. Yeah, share a Jumedi na se. Inti ye grand opening. Monday was school no more. Na afe ne Tuesday no. Ye church nkwala about the alumni association. Inti ye no on the Tuesday. Na afe Wednesday the 30th. Nyame aduma ye form one for no so beba. But yeah, ye was school no more so. Ye community service ye donate blood ama hospitals water crady inti ye gi eni no na ye boa ye community no so and afei ewienum no ye be hia nkwala no na ye ne omo aye leadership talk inti some of our professors they leaders of industry near the ombe hia nkwala no and talk to them about their lives while they were in school and how their circumstances have turned out as a result of or more experiences in GSTS. On the Thursday, you know, Yami Aduma, Hona, usually at cheaper. By that time, you know, na Yabochenku. Inti Yabeye awards kakra, anopanum, na fe, nevia, alumni no ye chair students and school na de nti ya ye wo enyoma ye be chair school no na ya yes ad no that time no nti donations and presentations no be call ewienum
any Thursday
na fe na later in the day ye be inter-house football tournament. In fact on August 9th ye boss our tournament because August 9th na ye founding day into 9th August into your boss how much you know, but you be born the finals you know Yami Aduma Thursday and afi nanajo you be ye memorial procession and I be move so no candlelight procession into a honor you born pie for all giants and they students you know and they teachers near the the following day Friday you know you be career talk into a honor and then explain to them say we of course we are now say we as our combination we are as we try to do say exactly na omo peso ye omo engineers architects doctors ni ade no omo hu kwan omo fa so a omo de be sad ni nyina later on in the day no ye be call flute in the principal streets of Takrady inti ye be mo bie hu say ye sit down na omati yenka na naju ebeye alumni fundraising inti sa program we are very very important because over the years you know we've been helping the school with a lot of renovation work unse school need ache like we say you know 115 years it's quite a long time your school yes you know the asbestos roofs this year.
Titi asbestos. Asbestos party.
Yeah, stealing singing also asbestos na this year. Yes, science and last year, Yamiadum, it misses for 3 dormitories. Big blocks.
Okay.
I think came to about 2.5 million cities. And this year and so Yamiadum, you renovated your classroom blocks no. Inti also yasisa roofs and also about 2.5 million. And let me add say Sanyama we nyina no yenya alumni support na etimi de aye aban de ne kwala adoso ba yen so we want to see better giants tomorrow.
No okasa
yeah inti yeguso yes inti nyame aduma Friday nyumre no ye show bi anim say Omeba school auditorium e wona ebe yesa alumni fundraising no na ne Saturday no ebe kan say e wona ebe ye grand deba no
yeah
and e wona honorable Bekasa ene ye chairman giant Denya Atipu 1974 year group ene giant Nana Amelema 1976 year group ono no ye honorary guest speaker inti omunyina beho plus honorable na najo ye wie eno a ye ba commission projects ayaye na ya cut sword for a lot of projects into project aye CCI school you see new school gate and a classroom block na you renovate area no so you be commission now for you be cut sword for 79 for a person mo visitors waiting area for parents and guests that be school until you be cut sword for that nyame aduma you be sign a cut sword for a recognition plaza you be say making sure so be donating my school ni bia no especially alumni we have a place I be recognize omu nyina until you be here no within the triangle behind the old administration building na ya cut sword wo nyame aduma you be inspect school gate no so na fi other projects ewo
interestingly, Papa BT say, educationist, or say, Kwame, back in the day, we used to share a wall with GSTS. I hated those guys because they used to come to Seko to chase our girls.
Oh, right.
That is Mimbo Nidi answer. But say also, but we used to say, ask Nana Komia if he knows one Ajinim who's now deceased. Kabiesi in second D says, I stayed very close to GSTS where the current GMPC headquarters is situated. Their cadets those days looked exactly like the regular military. Yeah. Their military songs always scared us. Kabiesi in second D. NAD and but Dan Ochriga East Hospital says, Chairman General, I can vouch that every time Nana Kumia comes to the studio and not there, he's asking about you. It tells you that he cares about you, and that is remarkable. That is not in dispute. Nana Kumia has always been my big brother. We have our own history, except that we don't talk about it. But now this one says, Chairman General, you're very good friends, Brigadier Generals Dan Frimpong and Ajay, and my good self, Brigadier General Nkrumah, are products of GSTS. We were the nucleus of the military sixth formers from 1970 to 1972. So as I mentioned earlier, at least, retirement, the least was a Brigadier General. In team, Brigadier General Dan Frimpong, Brigadier General George Ajay, who became the ADC to President Kufuor, and Brigadier General Nkrumah, amongst others. GSTS EBG Dean papa. Now, oh, my brother completed in 2009 yeah. But okay, is there anything else we need to know about
yes. Ye project commissioning na fe ya call into your party ya be na najo on the Saturday. Muno ye the DJ Black and ebejina stage no so amai na fe tuntum pa na fe yeah the dope nation so ebeba stage no so until they are going to be handling the show, and of course
dope nation why need dope nation
Zanku Zomezo
some boys no yeah
omo ya giants inti
omo ya giants
yeah
oh interesting
Enti ne krakra no na fe Sunday no ye be ye we ye Thanksgiving service. But let me add say nyame adom this year nso ye cadet no AD 70 years. It's wow. Another big milestone I celebrated this year. War school no, and with that ye be inaugurate ye Air Force cadet and the Navy cadet in addition to Army cadet. Inti by the end of this event, Nafi GSTS will be the only school in Ghana yebenya the three arms of the army or the military. Inti Nyami Aduma and also a very big show school num. The boys are training very, very well, and yenim say Ongwe Nimasi. Under the theme building our legacy, charting new horizons, 115 years of excellence at GSTS. All giants, all parents of giants, students, teachers, old teachers, Obiambra number supporting event we.
All giants, parents, past giants, continuing giants, future giants. Emrebi. Anything else anybody would like to add, Dave? I'm sorry, so.
Okay. About transport to Takrady. Yes. We are organizing STC bus. Two buses.
Man for STC and come on for here. We say Unya woman, yeah?
Air conditioned and safe. You know, all giants should contact Giant Saros or Bain.
Okay.
Or myself, Giant Queron.
Only baby giant, you know?
Yes.
The baby giant of the group.
So that we can organize well and then we all move together.
Obi Bisame said, can Nana Kumia tell us who Oloji is? Well, Nana, would you be able to tell us, or do I have to tell?
Come here, program now.
Well, Oloji is in the studio actually, and for as they say, if you know, you know. Right. So Nana Komia, Giant 7981, Steve Terwayo 83, Emmanuel Labik 96. Aaron Kweku Piasso Doi 96, Daniel Kwejote 93, that is Bambino, he did most of the talking. Christopher Tohla 95, Cyrus Obing 2014. Now, Bukra Dong.
Kwame, side don't wait. Dining hall bell. Your friend, Ajinkwa bell.
Ajinkwa bell.
Hey, dining hall.
Just Otia. Okay, we have Ajinkwa bell. 1 minute, 3 uncle.
Giants. Stand tall. Giants. Stand tall. Oh God, our leaders great, to whom you give wisdom and power to build this glorious institute. So grant us, Lord divine, whose strength and love to cherish and uphold GSTS. So grant us, Lord divine, both strength and love to cherish and uphold GSTS. We need to bless. We need to bless. We need to bless Kwame.
Hey, are there more blessings?
Yes.
I'm on blessing you too.
To us you have given,
I receive.
and to you we give back.
I receive that.
Blessing for us,
Amen.
Lord. Blessing for us, oh Lord.
Amen.
Blessing for us,
Oh Lord, blessing for us, oh Lord. Now, finally, no. We see me say, are dwarfs invited? Since you are giants, are dwarfs invited?
A special invitation to the absence also.
Mogens, no. Abby supporter.
Yes.
It's you to all the giants. Congratulations and thank you very much for joining us. 4 minutes past 10 o'clock. Peace 104.3. GSTS. They breezed through. They surely have come a long way, all of them. Shikwing. Lele. Mo jo ba je bi Ajeng me kong Amaziba channel. Me kong. Okay. Sing a man's about. So. Sumanguru. Anchetaki, Sumanguru, Wagwajeke. Okay, or say to Tufitai. Now my con. Kayang man. Abaka meaning. Lekun. Amanziba, tell the story. Uh huh. Okay, I'm a Kemini. I'm a cat when you watch him up, not a child, catch him all by what can about you. Minima. Minima. Uh huh. Hey, James, my boy. Uh huh. Mm. Them say wait till tell me I'm a cat when you watch him up, not a child, catch him all by what can about you. Come, requedo. Okay, let's go back to Parliament. Before we start our conversation, time check 8 minutes past 10 o'clock. Majority, minority, Iman Olakoli. Ima? Ima?
Okay.
Yeah, Ima Mitie.
Yo, the air question is honorable Asenyo Marking. Before speaker ruling the ban or that now or no a majority leader and son speaker ruling the bar, yeah, and this must reach for FA based on speaker ruling in numbers not to sound more majority no. Supreme Court and so then a directive by and then no after na honorable Asenyo Marking. Abi Remu. Na all bano na on the side must reach for no degree in the cheek. And I'm be real. I'm be real. No, book call. There be an akunya no one.
There be a majority akunya no one.
There be a majority akunya no one. Na no pana me no mo kasa no me can say both NPP Masu Japan and NDP Masu Japan. We na whatna there be a majority side. And so no what you marking or ko na akunya no. And why you occupied that?
I occupied and why it is so.
So far, well, not minority only be at the bottom. If you are no move to your our name Abekasa, into better say a new be a costo. Yeah, majority for the Tonyomono. On our opinion, market play a category. The Okan and the fair or the three 50 last week here, Ebe County Supreme Court directive no have them. And I'll say, Omo Emma. Anything I show Japan find to say be a after occupy majority no normally one for 3 send and no can say we program that we show this no. Say a banner on be walk out and pa walk out and then almost here almost out you know. Aha, NDP MP road one move NDP Matthew Japan say away into Matthew Japan what NDP side no one you Dr. H honorable to your marking say you way more far minority NDP Matthew Japan to your man as almost away aha NDP Matthew Japan no almost revolution no more team anymore.
Now, Speaker Bagman, am I?
Oh my.
Now,
Bagman, Anka or Hadia, and can be assured that there will be order.
Now,
oh my.
First reporter, the my also na Omunina Kota majority side.
Aye.
Ain't he? I didn't know if the Apanyo marking majority and as MPP for Akaso move PF them.
About the side because. After the numbers now also, you know, I have one side in Konyano and you'll be able to get the international majority. Into almost by force, almost no net a year, a year, Kakrabe Bahano. Konyano said almost both sides, and now one in other majority home. You almost also. Into being other being then a majority pony and the entity message pony nanny or about your market. One in echo.
Ain't he say Saka NDC Machebija for per hour?
And almost so and help us to resist to precious rule.
Ain't he say the near Coswano no say ye tunyum.
Yeah, Coswano.
And speaker so my.
You can so my.
Okay, but I call you
No,
Marty. Oh, okay. When will I'm going to Yana or you? 80 yeah train near Henny BC Basaba.
You.
Yeah, that's it. Marty, Medasipi. All right.
Peace FM
1043 Professor Kofi Ejekumoha. Prof. Marty. Prof, baby, I don't know.
You're not going to say that Parliament. You can't sit anywhere.
No, I'm saying.
Who told you that?
And we are Attic and now we are on air live.
Oh yes.
80. For me, you can sit anywhere you want.
You can't sit anywhere you want.
In my studio.
Oh, did you have here?
Prof, Akwaba.
I think it's with me at time, baby. Who told you that?
I think
There's no law, Chairman.
If you enter common so any baby I'm coming free to there to us. Me preamble be to us. Would you sit anywhere you want? Usually open your come tram me left. Nana come here tram straight ahead of me. Usually 80 will me the right now. 80 starting common. You free my shape you want to do. O tenyuma o moto ho. Speak and by almost to revolution and NDC members of parliament. And I'm to help us to resist oppressors through national anthem. Part of it. Now, you did kind any reporter William Macaulay, Emmanuel Macaulay, any William going to train common on patch say initially, you know, Omunina baby a majority in the town, which is right side of speaker. Into two parties are say numbers now dosun. Ain't he Apanyoma can buy, you know, when you baby and trying to only NPP, my shabby your phone in their P. Say among pebas about to my pico and no major NDC for the train speaker. I'll be taking declaration, your Becca. But what do you make of it, Atik?
Chairman, it's a messy situation.
It's a messy situation?
Super messy situation.
And
at every level, and in fact, it's messy on many levels.
Okay.
And on the level of the Supreme Court is messy, on the level of Parliament is messy, on the level of politicians is messy. Now, these are the reasons, Chairman.
Yeah.
Almost say Article 97, Clause G and H. What happens? Say Obi switch from one political party to the other. Now Obi an independent now or decide say or be joining another political party. And Michelle say free H. Chairman, that provision is clear. Say once you come into Parliament as an independent candidate, the very minute you join a political party, you must vacate your seat. That's what it says. And among for all kinds of interpretations to it. In fact, to begin with, almost the speaker has no right to show his understanding of the constitution.
Interpret the constitution or his understanding.
He never said he was interpreting the constitution. He said his understanding. Ruling now. He spoke to or can understanding wasem. And among four neka say his understanding amounts to interpretation.
Okay.
Now question I me bisane say one fan in tiazi anye juma. Obede na wa administer you can say the standing orders that are meant to give effect to the constitution.
Okay.
Because at every point biano mrano yatro, and thankfully that's why you see to be a speaker you must be a lawyer.
No, I don't see it.
Chairman, you must be. You cannot be a speaker if you are not a lawyer.
Yeah,
Sanity can almost standing orders. No, you, Chairman, that's what it is.
Sir.
Because I am Rasem. If you are not a lawyer, have you ever heard say a speaker?
Me who baby until I make us.
Almost standing orders. You must be a lawyer.
Okay.
What is here? The presupposition is a utim rase. What is here? So that a bar constitution and interpreting it and yes, we know obetias here. This here ordinances here of the law. You might see there be an interpretation, and that only start to me know. What that means is if we are to go by our logic, any time he says something about the constitution, obi beti ma constitution ko kaze or my interpretation. Now, me see what kind Article 97H now. Chairman Sebi is not written in Latin, and let nobody tell me say there is letter and spirit no demons to every provision of the law. Where the Edahop Pefe said. If you go into parliament as an independent candidate, now for some reason you decide to join the political party, you lose your membership. Sana is our provision no actually. Let's a speaker say we have such a situation on our hands. We have a second deputy speaker of parliament. Oba Mrashe Bedwem as independent. Now we're going to join another political party because to file on the ticket of a political party means you have joined them. What is here? And this is basic. Almost all the constitutions of the various political parties, you know. Actually, to run on their ticket, you must become a member. Sometimes they waive the number of years you must be in the party to contest, but nonetheless, so we are a member. And to join the political party and running on that ticket means you have joined that political party. And Article 97H must apply. Let's say speaker say. Onona Dwimono obidi motion biaba and reading the provision of the law or GD said this applies before he even gives his ruling. Ntinamika said this is measured on many levels. Before he gives his ruling, the very minute obi kan ho asem say or the motion beba be dan Mr. Speaker. Now Mr. Speaker ye ho adwuma no. Somebody proceeds to court. Before the speaker's ruling now there was already a process in court. Question ami bisane say what was the process meant to do? Because we were yet to hear what the speaker has to say. What has here? And for me, that is where the confusion
now, the speaker had already declared the seats vacant.
No.
Yes. Before Thursday, he had declared them vacant. And also, on the reason Tuesday, declared seats vacant.
No, Dabena Avenue call. It was on a Monday.
Okay, Apenya went to court earlier because
and that's what I'm talking about, not recent ruling.
Because many Apenya Kasai or say na Ura Haruna Idrisu Akokao baby.
Yes.
And now because Omunyo Muye Jumenti, no when your intelligence. Say BBC Bekoso.
Chairman, me lawyer, but lawyers always act when there is a cause of action. And cause of action, me minti as and listening to lawyers and asking lawyers. And so be a BB. To generate that course of action. Haruna nye speaker. He's just a colleague, just like Avenyo Makin. And it's a baby no. Why are you going to litigate everything your colleagues say outside of parliament? Say Anka Supreme Court will be inundated.
And if the Supreme Court has heard.
I'm not saying in my view I disagree with some of their positions.
But they are not wrong.
Chairman, they say the law is in their bosom. They can give you all kinds of. We've had judges give ridiculous judgments. Later on appeal, anyway,
I'm hurrying you on. Yeah, meet you.
Yeah, me can say, you go to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court that I know, usually Uba Hona Sabi, they don't even entertain you. Somebody comes there with a cause of action that has not even a reason, and yet Nipan was entertained.
Let's leave them to see.
That's the beginning. And secondly, Mati said the speaker was attempting to arrogate himself the power to interpret. From near me here from the speaker and in the course, I started to think that is what he was doing. Now, Yembra substantive issue no so. And I've spoken specifically to Ora Isiama. Chairman, Usha, when you and Constitution, if you have a soft copy, Chairman, to read that provision so that young conversation, Mami, I have a copy.
And go ahead and read.
Yes. Article 97 1 subclause H. This is what it says. If he was elected, and they are talking about how members vacate their seats, if he was elected a member of parliament as an independent candidate and joins a political party, Chairman, has Owura Isiama joined the political party or not?
Meaning, so I joined the MPP.
Very good. How did he go to parliament as an independent?
Independent.
Chairman, na speaker, say, ya wamrabi say, no be the motion at Breme, and standing orders no, Emma me to me to work on this and declare such a seat vacant. No, Chairman, does that amount to attempting to interpret the constitution? Me my dream, minjin this is here.
Okay.
And Ebimuzoaka said there should be the right to fair hearing. It's a natural justice rule.
So we intio and no pass judgment.
Yes. Chairman, Ediena Ewohwa Ezo Tiom. Let me again stick to Ora Isiama. What is there what kind of fair hearing be? So until the ruling was given, he was a member of parliament. No, parliament hobby. He had every opportunity to raise his hand to speak to the issue. Mibwa. And secondly, so Chairman minti that say all former MPs are lose your seat were given a special fair hearing, because that is what people are saying. Near Omuke amounts to some kind of special arrangement to be say speaker ethics committee and I don't understand what they are seeking.
Neamema about Isiama Dennis speaker then Michael Quay. Etonsa friend but when fee.
No, it's a different conversation. And no, it was not an independent who joined it.
To hear his side of the story then.
No, Niami can say, no. At the time, no, an independent or join political party. No, political party bim, and he decided to go independent. Well, and if we extended that to him now in Fina, well, I think it is well within his right to do so. But is it a requirement? Say before action can be taken on some provision, say your friend Ipano na baby sano. Say at the end of our joining political party. Questions being really at the end of baby sano. And at the end of Beka. And in the history of our parliament, at least in the Fourth Republic, do we have evidence to show say Obia will losing a seat who has vacated his seat under Article 97? Nipano was given the so-called right to fair hearing. I'm Martin. The very minute it happened, and when Parliament proceeded to take action. Over why you saying? Esi yam bisani say betray money entia who switch call and do you know there be the very minute or time the papers call that was the minute Parliament who said what from Rano into action ought to be.
Ain't in the crack is saying.
No crack is say the speaker, in my view, acting on this provision did not have to have a special arrangement. You see your right to natural and a fair hearing, whatever.
Natural justice.
What has here?
Okay.
Because
so the speaker acted within his right.
That is my view.
Okay. Let me take a few comments. Ms. Hambrab, you might call around, but just a few people now. Kofi Okumase says, Chairman General, you see what is happening? They have succeeded in diverting attention from national problems like Galamsey and are focusing on noise in Parliament. What benefit does this bring to us, the ordinary citizens, who is considered the majority and minority? Kofi in Kumasi. Citizen Francis says, considering Ghana's parliamentary chaos with both NDC and MPP, I urge voters to think twice next time before voting skirt and blouse, which has resulted in a hung parliament we have today. That's from Citizen Francis. Zachariah says, Atik Samu Kujato, the distinguished lawyer, has said, Parliament makes laws, Supreme Court interprets, saying. Quick one, Atik, may check qualifications for Speaker of Parliament. You don't necessarily have to be a lawyer. but we a lawyer advantage.
No, who can't stand orders?
Okay,
I've read the standing
I think
orders
that is
somewhere.
the truth. There is no.
You don't have to.
qualification.
You don't have to be a lawyer.
You don't have to be a lawyer.
No.
Very
In fact, it says Ghana's constitution doesn't say that the speaker must be a lawyer.
I wasn't talking about the constitution.
Because qualification of speaker, no, till the speaker is elected from among members of parliament or from persons qualified to be members of parliament as stated in Article 95 of the 1992 Constitution. This means the speaker must meet the same eligibility criteria as members of parliament. You don't have to be a lawyer, but you're a lawyer, obviously it's an advantage. Okay, but if your standing order says something else,
I'll double check again.
Obi say, Kojo says, don't we wish we would see some of this parliamentary energy directed at stopping Galamsey? Kojo, I'm sure Professor Jikum loves you today. Okay. Right. Nana kumia onu acha ma shebe dwem da. Yende yentre bi mu da. Gymnastics e koso wo he eto say.
Kwame Sefame dance. Na e koso of parliament. Air time, particularly from the NDC. Main cancer because Mimi NPP. So NPP for na ye bibi na nya yebeka. Na NDC for ye air time. Na Kwame yen twe ya dream bad e ba so.
Yeah.
Yen democracy ya ye gusu yi. Ai kuto mai. Enima bi wo ho ekuta yen democracy ni mo. Kwame bunim sa. Enima bi wo ho a ekuta yen democracy mo. Titro ekremu pra ne se. Sentiasie emba. Bibi wo ho ne entiasie fa ye constitution no a. Na Supreme Court ebeka. Ena ye final.
Yeah.
Enini ade ba ko titro agina ekuta yen democracy mo. Anya sa ntokwa ba ye ntimi anya ntokwa but ntiasie amba ye ntimi enso ano. Na ebetimi lead to something totally different. Etina ya jatum se ye nya ya dwen ntimi anko benkroa. Open that's an ye nya ya dwen ntimi anko benkroa.
School fees in the moye.
Na Supreme Court bekano.
Yeah.
Se uni omo ya adwen o, uni omo nya adwen o. Once o makano, oho ne ebeko. Until say o masisa o madwen. Enu ni ade ba ko a ekuta yen democracy emu. And now kai election petition.
Yeah.
2013. Our judgment was I think 5-4 was a thing. NPP for can say yeni Supreme Court enya adwen. If that dance DNA the core pink sheets ni Baumian's testimony. Necessary come my sa judgment. Nti eni omo nya adwen. But o ma kan die. Yajiatu. Another petition 2021. And also NDC for say omni Supreme Court enya adwen. But Oma Kane a chaso. Because sana emra no hwe constitution no ma. Ebano say intiasie ye nya adwen koben kura Supreme Court can final.
Because
utia sa de no so a na just say democracy nya na ode to trouble. Because in that case no there's no law. Law no be anadwen.
Meantime, Bausha Daily Graphic and Nimanopea Speaker's declaration of 4 MPs, Supreme Court ruling binding on Parliament. Legal expert tell NDC caucus Albert Kwashiga Ewaha, yes, you're a private legal practitioner, UPSA law lecturer. Samson Ladi Ayenini, managing partner at A Partners at Law, Sanso Ewo Multimedia, also Omajin Che Ewaha. And Utie Minyan Kofe by Dominic Ayini, and so Eddie Atuja. Said the Speaker of Parliament must abide by Parliament by the Supreme Court to kind. Nana Pajoto.
Imrana and Wagana Hano.
Yeah.
Emrano nye na Speaker Bagbin Eko. Yeah, no, Emrano.
And then no Nimrano.
Daddy. Emrano, Nemrano Treno, and Yana President Akufado. Eka. Emrano Nyadia Kwame Sefa kan woka. Ana mi na akumi America. Enya no na Emrano. Emrano ni na Supreme Court aka. Simple and short. Now we call a secondary school cry. Your chair was idea way. Secondary school. Obi anim. Enti say a whole political party to say NDC. Na mo be kan say munnim sa de enti Supreme Court cry ka mun ye bibi ebetia. Na che say your democracy ni nya na moto akoni. The entire democracy and is built on the Supreme Court or the court being the final arbiters when it comes to the law. President Akufo-Addo betimi aye bibi. As obetimi take executive action. Obi ka say president unti asie of mrano menje ntum. Enipa ndeno betimi a obetwa kodane
Supreme Court.
Supreme Court betimi aka say na President Akufo-Addo ye no sa na mrano epene so. But on betimi aka say na oye no mrano mpene so. So omo kasa na President Akufo-Addo ye no bebo agu.
To say the dismissal of Domelevo.
Exactly.
The Supreme Court disagreed with President.
Yes, and yeah, no keke. Now no 31st December. 31st December, Jerry John Rawlings president. Omo catch you say untimi endi 31st is it G4?
31st. Almost say untimi use public funds.
You can't use public funds. It's a private matter.
Yeah.
And Jerry Rawlings obeyed. Because once a Supreme Court can one comment to say wa brewa ofie. Inuanom kra. Ntiasie nye dibe na ntiasie ba. Inuanom aye wabusua ba. Enti ye ka say kobi yenko bisa abrewa. Supreme Court omo juma omo ye wo ye democracy ye omo no ye abrewa ofie. Sabrewa ni fia itokwa no hwan na betwa no. Ana so panyin ni fia. Ever ne besi. Enema atik e kan no pay. Ni nya me ne nya adwe.
Ni nyina.
Ni nya me ne nya adwe. But adwentre men kasa atik no okay. Entro. Ono so na adwen no. Me so ma adwen. Me ne nya adwe. Ya adwen enko benkro. So keke kan say parliament will be at meeting baby I will pay. Did I
say that?
Well, even if he said I was off air because it didn't come to our attention. Any moment come
about Okaza will be able to attend baby.
No, one can
on air.
Man, correcting you now.
Another can be a Mantias.
May say.
I didn't know some kind of offer person the
back. Can say you were on air.
But Manchester and Yamu can.
Okay.
Nana kumi I said that. What said that?
Messi. No, if they decide to see his practice,
it's a convention.
And I mean, it's practice. If they decide to sit there, money, so you can legislate against that.
You'll be at me time be open.
Then you're not going to now.
Crowley, if you answer crowd can't say your bow studio ha. Wait here. Parliament ultimately continue baby out pay. It's never happened. Minority for our baby omote. And a majority for our baby omote. Since your share parliament as in 1993 or something. It is a minority. Means me gon continue majority for young peniso. It's not done. Don't mean continue baby out pay because we are MP. Obia udin bo baby a wo akokotena.
Oh, name tags or?
No, everybody has their name tag on their desk.
Okay.
And even untimi kotena baby a udin bo. That's all. And as all your minority here. Minority for multi speaker no left.
Te dom ketwano.
Multi speaker no ni benkum. And a dom
kesia.
Dom kesia no eti speaker no ni nifa. Into we NDC ni untimi nkotena se me MP ntimi nkotena be ambe. No. And afi 97 constitution 97 GR TKK. Mene ni nyadwe. I say, o free o party no more. Me my dream is say, about the floor of parliament. On the floor. Minji this said there's Constitution of Ghana 97 is talking about political parties.
97.
Me my dream is say, you can't say we free o party is talking about the floor of parliament, not a political party.
97G. If he leaves the party, of which he was a member at the time of his election to parliament, to join another party, or seeks to remain in parliament as an independent member, or if he has elected Miko H, or if he was elected a member of parliament as an independent candidate and joins a political party. 80, those are the grounds. So a member of parliament shall vacate his seat in parliament if he leaves the party of which he was a member of at the time of his election to parliament to join another party, or seeks to remain in parliament as an independent member.
Na constitution is talking about the floor of parliament.
Okay.
Parliament. Yes, na komia NPP member of parliament for Kankwe South. And the idea do at parliament. So me corner me consistent say me free. NPP na me call NDC on the floor and a constitution can was be my general.
Okay.
Obi so na dream ni say oh there be once our party you were did and also and a constitution. Also na general. There's no problem. In your dream come and crow. I don't have a problem.
Anything Yebeko Supreme Court.
Anything na Yebeko Supreme Court. Because omo na constitution no amo to me. So omo be tre mranasi. Omo nko a. Enye Bagbin. Enye President Akufo-Addo. Enye wine. Only the court. And this a court no tre mranasi. Na we no kra no. Court no entre mranasi o. Omo say Speaker Bagbin Jumedie na wedi wo parliament.
Juma wedi no.
Juma wedi wo. Openye ma fast. Juma
was that Jumedie no. Die aka ho. Di Juma osesa na be Jumedie. This all can say di Jumedie a tautology.
The make Juma
Odi.
Okay. And the Supreme Court say Speaker Bagbin.
Juma wedi.
Mama nye say. Ade na wa ye.
No.
Ntokwa ye nye. Na me ye martial arts. Ba ko mo kan chere say. Last thing I been so be come tokwa. Last thing I be.
Because you're trained.
Okoko ye bibi ne hu say o now start ya ye baby you belt in your flow. To be pentokwa. Into your opinion, I'm free.
This Speaker Bagbin adia
why?
I am Russia baby no.
I am Russia baby. Ye dia bed dane yen say e sana wo humra no. Nipa ni bi engine too. Into am the assembly na ba dane yen Supreme Court. Until once I dey assembly na ba dane yen Supreme Court no. Speaker Bagbin sa dwumadie no I can't say
Chisign.
Stay near them.
Chisign.
Now fa konkon ho.
Konkon ho na me dwene yet. Chisign ni ye say why would you be say
enti fa konkon
ho. For the meantime na ye hwem enti omo kan po se na Bagbin ye no etiamra no anase entiamra omo kan sa omo se ye de asem na ba bedane ye nti omo bedane ye e ba be hwemu ni de e na wo kan e na se na wo ye no men konkon ho what says was mentiase and this was mentiase how omo ma ruling po afa no ba ko hwe asem dum No much no senate. What is more simple than this? I would say untiase because Bagby na cancer depending free parliament. And the ones are Bagby na candidate, Bagby na chair Imran until the Mokako and a Bagby kind. Mamu book Bagby na nimtia. Me sure say na Bagby coho speaker Bagby coho because look, menya a notice a free Supreme Court to say Jumana Midi and me concon into my mark concon. That is what Bagby will say.
No, that's what you're hoping he'll say.
Hoping, but some will be on Nimra, I'm sure that is what, because you cannot disobey the Supreme Court. You cannot. And you're possible.
Nana Kumia says you cannot disobey the Supreme Court. You cannot. Now, it is not possible. Yes, Nana.
Said there's been cases in Ukai Rashid Bawa.
Rashid Bawa, Boniface Abubakar Sadiq.
They all came independent. They will be on Kanwa. But to the emphasis say, Yaya may be in the past. Mrano. This is the time. Yeah, it was Yadaso. We slept on it. This is the time to seek
to wake up from our slumber.
Proper judicial. I mean, person can go for P. Yeah. Na Supreme Court. Because on bet church we say how I bet Article 97G and H and on bet church in say na I clear. Say na be I call your name. Speaker be no be because when your first time Obekai Kokrokoo and Suma the same judgment. Now only
with the Siama
time Speaker Kokrokoo mass our judgment. Obi to say Honorable Ayariga. Me madam o me di ne ho yawo. O kan say sa de na Kokrokoo Speaker Kokrokoo ya
oni ni nyaji.
Oni ni nyaji ni Siama nko court.
But Siama nko.
Siama nko. Until the son of he's Obibeka say he slept on his rights, but that's fine. And now Yariga say Supreme Court Nipanet is no munimumra. I mean, how? Politician, where are you going who feel? 4 years ago, one speaker here the same ruling. Who are Yariga can say unjin this speaker no? Wa hwe mrani ye. Nti esiama na mrad speaker na any fan. Who can say on court? And now, obi the same assembly court, na court no aso assembly ma. O say Supreme Court for no omunum rani. Ade na politician we are microphone we are kasaya counter the public lose confidence in us.
Is it not interesting that the same parliament, the 8th parliament, started in chaos and is ending in chaos? What is it about this parliament?
Well, it's our parliament. But when I'm the chat one in the same. Democracy ya kutemu.
Yeah.
Metisana madam for to force in a cancer. Or in the press conference. I'm saying question they try me.
Yeah.
Cancer. Omo dear. Speaker ashwa semono. And a speaker we decide. Say na nipa 4 na yeno. Etia constitution. Atofos in the Kenya. Or this speaker ashwa seminum. Emma speaker decide say Jumana nipa MPs 4 na yeno. Etia constitution. And nuntino omujitum se speaker wo kwan se obesi yi free parliament na speaker ayeno sana mrano eka
yeah
and no sign can say nti omu no season be majority no a lawfully earned status kwame se na medical kan law no mrano enye na speaker bagbe eka akola bia enim sa de we na mrano canon na Supreme Court be kan na emra enunti no na NDC for year no they are being undisciplined, they are being unruly, and they have to be brought to book.
We'll wait for Bagbin and see what he says. But okay, okay, will be a friend MTN. Michael Tenyauno. He also declared independent.
Yeah.
But he sat in parliament throughout whilst he was still campaigning.
Because was he independent at the next parliament?
We have slept on the law for
yes, or say for future election.
Honorable Boniface Rashid Bawa, they joined the PP when they were still independent candidates.
Yes.
And they should have lost their seats.
Yeah, well,
we all slept on the law, you know.
Well, that's what Nana Kumi is
agree
saying.
they should have lost.
Who can H now? He says.
It's your interpretation. It may be correct or wrong,
so-
but it is your interpretation.
But I didn't say it is yours.
So we'll go to Supreme Court
Your
eventually.
interpretation it remains your interpretation.
So whose
It is what the Supreme Court says that is the correct.
So whose interpretation Eddie and Martin free parliament? Whose interpretation Eddie you are in free parliament?
wrong?
Well,
It's wrong, saying.
Let's
Let's say at every point we have to go to Supreme Court for interpretation before the parliament can do anything.
No.
That's what it means.
No, it's
No.
not court. Now I won't go court to that.
Marco court, Migusu court.
So what's your problem?
No, the point is, you see, Chairman, what
I
we are
think-
doing is
let
every
me
point-
move on.
And
Yeah.
the Supreme Court says this, Parliament in Timin Yeshri. You are weakening one arm of government.
No. That is law, rule of.
It is not rule of law, Assem.
Okay.
Okay.
And at every point, you have to go for interpretation before you act.
Court.
Oh, yes.
Mothers who are court. Into being so cast and I now court and so them.
Me, yeah, the Miko, I am not going to Obi and Miko.
Well, there be Usuba with the Robako. I know, I'm just being silly. Don't worry, don't take it to heart. Yeah, try it, you made in the Kokrokoo Peace 104.3. And let me just send a shout out to you, Samson Kwame Nyamiche, King Edward the Slave, and all my colleagues at Hello FM, Kumasi, Ichiamunina Anope, and Yo Kumasi, dear Minko Konfa Nochi Teaching Hospital. A very good morning to you, Abena Dapa of Bacteriology Department, Konfa Nochi Teaching Hospital. Good morning to you, Abena Dapa. Thank you for listening. And also shouting out to all the guys at Adas FM, Kentampo, Vespa, Nebusia, and to my posse at Rock FM. Tadi ye chamunyina no pe mu amode we fidie atu Kokrokoo Peace 104.3 say ye radio say ye online me say e bi e wo YouTube bebre e bi e wo Facebook e bi su etie on all other channels munyina ye mama chen anope adamase somebody me fidie atu Peace 104.3 yanko enim na mene Professor Kofi Ejekum me nkotie na adwenche Professor that's far the Lord has brought us Ebenezer baby amanyo for dia bedrunie Mesra
Benyanka menkasa asavna a chaya re hompo yes that's all drilling hwa mo krata mo dia to anim mo say aka na aduanan
45 days to election 2024
na yekoto aba
yeah
ye nyina hwehwe se onyame asomdue emetena ha na oman yemfa yentoma pemfra na aman foforo enhwe ye so na omunsua se ye drachiri ana se ye drew majority raised to the power 2 majority for ahoro mienu
majority 1 majority 2
eniri mienu entra bonkrom
eni mienu
yes emwa onini no onini kusie onini no onini omo ntra bonkrom se kusi nini no ewo bomba akoma be de no so bomba akoma kwam de ntia mese mewura ho no se so me say ye ka se ye do obi twapo a kwam ntia se ye
da bi opanche mu
wo do obi twapo a wo hwe obi ne pa wo ye
na de akasem
se kwam say ye betim de watwa omo wo radio stations bi a omo anwuma ensani no ya be ka so mo hwe se ne akwa me si ye na dwuma ye do twapo a
okay enti ni yampo papa okay
obi tumi odo pa ne so mo hwe na do ana na sa de what ye do asa twapo a
nim de na honden
wa ben obren kura wa bren wadwuma mu yetim do twapo
ye da nyame ase
esa nkofo hwe wo so no musua oba Ghana ye parliament ni ade embre kakra twam de ama me wura ho no ye hu parliament ahoro bebre
JH San Mabreso
minam kachro osua nkoma nom ne
papa osua nkoma
ne osua Japan nom
JH Mensa osua Japan na nado Doa Jaho.
Yes.
Apreku. Hey, remember best you.
Into parliament now the to
Justice DF Annan.
Yes.
Peter Lajete.
O de to way one. Ade no ye hyase ye dem tokwana. A boy who wants to. Say yes, blade twa obi me boa.
Aye.
Na ti some rashe badja pa. Oye MP. Ye yiwo. Ye ko yi speaker. Blade no so e free him. Na obi so afa a ballot box. Omo we eti yan hyase yie. Akame edan say o hyase na fapem no. Anko ya utra nye ya ma foreman papa bi contractor papa bi a mechanic say baby am de na man sesa e be ha dwen wan hwe abusi dan na ebelu enti nka de na aka na dua nan num na nia ye tire ni
na me video bi on ma che o salute say school kwala me ni say e do cra and the 8 oh are you joking? Oh, it's more than 2 pieces of family. I'm on my says no more salute. We are marching to our classes.
Yes.
Ampo.
Yes.
Are you guys saying this is what is happening? Bam. Yeah. Right. So I tell you, salute.
I want to make an and not the nine ye dwene Ghana ne mpuntio galamse a mene ye enkora bonni a obi ko school na watwe sika no nyina wo ho ye sika sam atete apansam ye ka ho asem ye hia parliament amo matranse no ma dwene ba bia de o man be fa no ba bia dwene se ye na ye majority wo na ye majority kwame tiemi sam me ensan we
na open your meeting
onim say the word enim guase ho
when nim egwas your face has fallen.
Yes. And wo animonyam ho
your face has dignity.
Nyam to sparkle when nim no ateyiro
ntene nyam
say eno ye animonyam ena ye ka say obi apagya obi anim opagya o baby no obo modern static say ne papa hu say wa pagya ye anim wa ma ye anim akosoro Ghana parliament na oba yen bi brem atoye fam ha ye de atwapoa obi anim say yen de ye bibia kopepepe iti na ye anim do wosoro na kwame wanim guase a wanim uda hwe ba bia we na ba na betofom ahon ye wo sese o anke anim kra anke antra ye kon was on tra ho ka edu ya koma so a ya bu anka enyina ho na ntwim break also onyo careful kase anim no e ba form nko so menya me
enka this afunu nsom but still what trust
no akọ trust ready kotodwe ni bibia form team parliament we
openi omo match you
answer
nana kumia obi so dey send one
baby
obi so dey send
come on say
you can my piece from online mo fia ma kwa
on the ten say so oni nwi asem a bibia anya ofere
when in wasem
dabi na na parliamentarian to say na mo ken omo match to say no mko school
openi omo match
aha
shut
and one baby omo free aba abedru primary school for middle school for SHS minim ni say omo e match ko class eti say omo free ni pa war parliament do na on kra bi a diploma
at least the first degree
ebi nu kra
and a diploma
PhD double masters PhD bensia mo match abedu primary school eti omo nim no antia me form antia on top awura menam atop bonkam no until I'm Miss Metiana my din say hey nti mrashe bedwa pa ye hwe ni na say okoye majority aka na duanan no
yeah
enti ayi for MPP for person o mo bomb majority ho ba na duanan no bibia betumi esi yekoto aba say NDC pese o mo ye majority a na duanan no yekoto aba na once anwe a eche say udi majority na duanan no pe o de ye dey embra no ho but embra na ye kan ya ye dwene say ye man no nso say na ye pese o man no ko and they say kwame be ka say onum say nipa bebre nso e bie o mu TV o madwumam efie ahwe ne be koso ne productivity so better esan say nipa e petumint nano na asem ni si a mete say honorable afenyo e de akọ Supreme Court no onim na me mpa ya mebo mpa ya say Supreme Court enya de nentem enti sai ye behu ni a esi ene bren say na no so kra omubu aye kra na say ya twe Supreme Court na akọ form ye de nanim ye bu nanim tia obuo ni ani dia de ma Supreme Court o kan say mpuna na ase a Supreme Court kan say da bi abaya to ye no o giri say wo na wo wudi nkunim dan so ya hwehwe mu a wa ni nkunim ni a ye de ebem na ma no nkoto aso ene de ya nka hwe ye nyina ate ase edi so na eba say na enaduanan num ho tumi a ye penti no ye say Supreme Court afa de ahu hia asem no mkan no yam fa nye hwe kabe ya rehosem na enwanwa se nipa ye gi omu di se omu nim de asem yi ba ye utie lawyer for kra obi ase obi e kanede
obi e chenadin
be das kwame obi a chere na den enti say obi a chere na den na ebasa na nokra ne mra na ewo mu na no so ne de hin utie bi no a Supreme Court for no kra mpo no na no mehunu ba ko bi na we no ye MPP ni e no be ye say na ba bia ya be pa Supreme Court a judge for no bia kame anya de a omo party bi mo ansa ho no me ye lawyer for no mto aba
na Chief Justice Kratuaba. Jean Mensa Kratuaba. Okay. Electoral Chairperson Kratuaba.
And Abano beto fa wiem. Beto am party bi. Na juma na kire se unya ba se ya enyiwanim se wo party we se de be ya atentene e be ya dwumanti. Enti se enne eye arehoda ewo man mu. Se ne ekoso e pa. Mo check say MPP for na sa akwa na so mo sa akwa ye dia kwa me na ohun say omo so giri say omo ye dey omko
na bi omko
okay dia na me hwehwe say besie ne say we so watram akonwa so we so watram akonwa so
enti no mpie
ndokwa bi apie omo say ja ye pie o enya anto enya ntua onuane fo ade ko say de be ya asumdue beba eti owura baben menim se bia waba se oba se
ye se waba
se ye nyina ya koma ne ye bibia ahye mu se no no obeka se embra no se na tie moma ye nye se na nuanom emfa sumdue mra enti sa de akwame sa January 2021 a ekopem January 2025 omo ya me di omo ya kwame omo ya me di omo ya min to me se de be pa na enipa gi otumi mu ntia atoda bia na tumi nti ya ma oman no hodo no mu abafom na ya de tumi die ye party sem ankrankra ye di a ye hwehwe se ye MP fo nti no ya ma oman no mum e de na be di akire e na ye di animu kwame oye nneema bi e fa society ho a I exist because there was a society into which I was born. Masia mitie metiase esan said na oman bi wo ho na kuro bi wo ho na mantam bi wo ho ansan ye ba wumi atom na sa mantam ne kuro ne oman no na kofo bi tim no omo awuko ansan na me ye ba wumi enti se ya wumi so se sebe me ye badwen ma de say ba mitrim say me mewu afri sa oman yi mu ya dwene sa ya ma yankasa ye pesa minkumnya ani tumidie ani oman no kai isan say oman de ye nyina kwame e be dane aja
de nim sa
say ya hunu sa sebia preduasa na ya anhwa ankon kai na ebi aminsura sebe na ya anwene ama ya adwene no so mu ampiye ama ya nkai say oguda homaye na de ye nyina parliament efiri 92 ebepim se ne nipa se na akọ ho a omuni hobi sese nipa se na owuo abefa omnom ye MP4 ebi no omokra eto omo bra omo parliament no ebi no so awie na oyekoto aba no wanya na ohwa na bia owu abefa no wenum nyina wo ho enti nne ya wo ho no kai se ebre ye ni nka so enti na ye nyina dako ebi ana okọ na on peso aso de anto aba ama wo MP na wo hemfa ye be for former MP si adwene sa kikri ni bobo ni ade ato bi a odwena won te ase kame ena ya reho da mame nim guase dan so ma Ghana ye nim onyama yanya efri tete eba parliament ne ho semo a ene nim onyam no kame eba fom en te yira bio emankofo hunu minim de ebeya ye betumi asa apagya ya nim amankofo agye ye di kwabe man fancy ya
Mati bibi minim se no credit but say speaker Bagbin was out actually lawyers say Omko Supreme Court to go and stay the order. I don't know what that means.
Oh yeah, it's you can always apply to stay.
Yeah. Yes, Speaker Bagbin so actually lawyers say Omko Supreme Court to go and stay the order. You be ditch in here bisa.
Kwame ye be ye say yakopem dabe. Na oman no a ye bu a ye pese ye koye nim no ye be ye de naba duanan num akai ye di nka no parliament nkoso papa esan se nipa bebre ye campaign
yeah
ana kakra nke ombetan wona o madwene o man hu no so ebinum ma ati akọ classroom
we are marching to our
ana mbrasa baso ye be say nti ye be twene ma akonkon ho
Brony friend is still mate.
Yeah.
In the meantime, this one from Eja Kanwodia says, what is happening in Parliament is very nice. The NPP MPs should be blamed. They had the chance to vote against Bagbin, but they voted for him. So it's up to them. Fantastic Wilberforce says, let's protect our democracy than our personal interest. And Fantastic Wilberforce reminds me also that Kokrokoo is live on the Beat FM. Sishi Asarian Soap. Master P says you are live in Peckham, London. Thank you, Master P. And then Justina says, Otto Couture, you are live here as well. Charles Osem Mensah says, KTI in Kumasi, we're listening to you. Good morning to you. And good morning once again to Abena Dapa, Bacteriology Department, Konfanochi Teaching Hospital. Kwame, this morning, Openye Jekume is crying because his beloved party MPP does not have his way. Yusuf in Kumasi, thank you. The 2020 election petition, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of the NDC. After forcing ambulance case, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of him, acquitted and discharged him. What has changed? Is it not the same Supreme Court? Biggie in Kaswa. Odisha Jabing in Hachu says pronouncements from the Supreme Court must be respected and obeyed. What is happening in Parliament currently is not the best. We need peace. Not FM though. Let's see if there are any others here. Okay, so it's me, Paul.
Chairman, just 1 minute.
80. Duba Kwabo, Atik. Professor si Duba Kwabo.
With just you can say some words of Chairman.
Mpacho Obia Chemi say Ora Bagbin Nyode Court no. His lawyers are supposed to vacate the order. Vacate the order, not stay execution. May I say thank you very much for that one. We live and learn every day. Thank you so much. So Alban Bagbin, according to reports, has asked his lawyers to go to the Supreme Court to vacate the order.
The lawyer that you
just say on Conco Kanchom say asem no mo kan ya bagu mo ntwen so. But Obisi saying, if what you're saying is true, it means the speaker tacitly appreciates the Supreme Court ruling.
No,
Francis Brakwa Kumasi Enede and Nobaye. We are matching to our classes no.
Chairman, let me be in just a minute. Chairman, I think so.
Right. Right. That's right. Salute. Crap.
I mean, it's not the best for our democracy. And yeah, oh, we are proud of Nyekosino. And like you said,
I can't also match it.
Obia.
Chai. I think
I say NDC for near match you.
I said MPP for AP.
Chairman, I mean for when we
Share mini pass stone boy.
Chairman, MPP for APA. Are they going out with the understanding say or money other leadership members no bet not leading command and I say they are working out in protest never to come back until
there be near Martin say almost more train speaker Bagbin so bekasa.
And if what you're saying is an indication, I just say, Chairman, we have a long road. But the mechanism say Omunina ndring Ghana. I mean I have my strong issues with Nyekosi and I have shared some of them. But in the interest of the generality of Ghana for no, media near mechanism omunya butre MPP caucus ne NDC caucus no penny for no share omunshia speaker ankasa na omundin komo with a view to finding a resolution to this issue. But I also have a concern which is near the way kakra na ya adwane akọ Supreme Court. We are using one arm of government to strangle another arm, which is not good for our democracy. Your separation of powers now, Chairman, is not for fun. But when one arm becomes overwhelming and overbearing on the other, we might be opening a floodgate for petty litigants, so that any time speaker be pass ruling biano. Nipano Nabunjuswa, the person is running to the Supreme Court to say, oh, the speaker attempted to interpret, meaning in Yajin Timuma interpretation, and that can be underwhelming for the work of Parliament. But Nininano, I am happy, say, Speaker is taking this route. Once the ruling, you can disagree, you may not even like the nature of the ruling. But so this one, sir, pending any other process to reverse and a change near Omodia Bay. Until then,
until then is what you know.
Yes, I say okay. But near speaker, you know, says here, Wako court to vacuum. Tell me, it's getting trickier. Wako court, let's grant say near Titini and Ukraine. All chambers, is he going to, in the meantime, work with the order of the court and now say obey until the order? Yeah, we have a long day.
Okay, I'll leave it there. Nana Kumema, I'm into your closing comments.
Kwame,
yes, Nana.
Majority for my basso say, I might choose the legal way to resolve differences because now can and person parliament besa bidigidi basa confrontation na soldiers abaho. Inti emi the same majority this time no. Omo anka say ye kwa confront to NDC for no. That we choose court. Kwabi, let's call a spade a spade.
Me too.
Court ma ruling na. Wa one giant tumuno. You are the one to be blamed. se court Emma ruling. Now say unjin to moi. One now breaking law. No. So the NDC for no, they are breaking the law. Yanka, let's call a spade a spade.
And not a digging implement.
Well, Speaker Bagbin, ma ose Sanko court. That is the way to go. Sanko court, na kache court to say. Minimum nyadwi was a yamwake. Munhwe we. Na mo sisa mo adwi. That's the way to go. Until say you be he has to obey the court ruling. Only choice. Well, now I think so we say the pair court now when inji one. Nkomo nya den. Omo nkontokwa. Sentia siemba ya. Anya court nya be kodi asiesie asem. Na ya nkontokwa. Minti na o kana say.
Martina na
namni twato. Even say parliament ho. So omunya apo adwen ko benkro. Omunya apene so. Na openya jekum say na parliament aye no kwa mani nje ho matia mra. Obetimi dia court. Even kwa women omkom adwen ko benkro. How much more when they disagree? No one court omunya de omunkontokwa e na wo hwe.
When you open this floodgate,
what is floodgate? That is why the law is there. That is why the people are paid to be on the bench.
Kwame mi wie no.
Apanyi wie ni anko.
National Peace Council. Christian Council. And some penfo no. Animu ya omo ancient speaker. And majority. And minority no.
Depending on who is minority and majority.
Osha omunyina.
Caucus is
na Council of State. Almost so. Enye ni ombeye. Na enne no train Kwame asumdwemra o man mu.
Because according to Honorable Afenyomakin, they still have some important agreements.
Yeah, no,
and
court tomorrow ruler. You may power chair say accept the court ruling. Kwame.
Jama only says speaker can go into the chambers and say wa agenda I didn't see the dini.
No.
Kwame.
Court here there.
Court tomorrow ruler. You going to pa NDC for actually a bunch of court.
Knock off a bio. 12 minutes past 11. And we are checking out, making way for Kofi Kumbilson, who would also make way for the news at 12. Thanking you for joining us by ear, voice, text, and eyes. God willing, back tomorrow morning. In the meantime, may your day be blessed. Remember to keep your dreams and hopes alive. It's all you have. And in all of this workout, court decisions, ups and downs, when you stop to say a prayer, remember to say one for me too. God bless. Good morning.
Kofi come get a shoulder like say the Jaga.